Hey my beautifuls, it's me Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited you can join me today because I'm going to be sharing with you my curated blush collection. You've heard me right. I have a very nice, small, decent size curated blush collection because let's be honest, we do not need so many shades of blush. It is kind of really insane how there are so many different shades of blush. And so I had to be really honest with myself and be like, you should only get some colors that actually like go with your wardrobe, that look very neutral or very kind of just give a nice flush to the cheeks and not have all of these blushes. And the thing is, my whole blush collection used to just be powders, but they weren't applying right to my cheeks, and I felt like it had to do because of texture on the skin, and it really felt like that's kind of part of the problem. But I just was finding that powder blush just wasn't looking good on me. It was looking very clown-like, and it looked like I was applying too much. So within the last year, I switched over to cream cream or liquid blushes. So my collection is only cream and liquid products, and they have been working out amazingly for my cheeks, and they give such much of a softer flush to the cheeks as to, I think, the powder. The powder looks like it just kind of sits there and can sometimes look overwhelming, I think, in that instance. But I've been in that makeup stage of my life where I've just been wanting makeup to look very natural, kind of neutral and everything, and plus my wardrobe style has changed, so a lot of my makeup choices did affect um, that because of how I've been changing up my style and things like that. So I'm really excited to share with you the cream and liquid blushes that I have found that work really nicely, and the little shades that I do own and stuff. There are some, I think, other little cream blushes or liquid blushes I would like to try from other brands, such as I really want to try the Cosmetic ones. Those cute little liquid blushes, they're definitely on my list. So just want to point that out, that that is something I would like to add to my collection. Plus, Milani now has a little cream pan um, blush, and so there was like a shade or two I think that interested me. As for because I have in this collection just basically the kind of like neutral pinky or mauve rosy tone blushes, but I'm on the lookout for a kind of like reddish flush undertone, kind of something almost maybe kiss bitten, like, or frosty, like for like frost looking cheeks, like that kind of look kind of reddish rosy, like as like if you've just been out in the cold, just to like give a little bit of an enhancement to that, because I don't think my cheeks super duperly flush like that all the time. I kind of maybe don't notice because I do apply blush on my cheeks a lot of the time, so maybe it doesn't really, that color like transfer through because of I already have like blush on my cheeks and I only see that ever. So those are some things I am looking forward to adding to my little blush collection, but it's very small, it's very decent size, and it's a very manageable collection, and I really do think you should have a nice, small, decent blush collection, because not everybody needs all of these, like, blushes. Nobody needs all these colors. And I found it, like, so, like, revolutionary because I also experienced this with highlighters. I was like, why are there so many different shades of highlighter? Why can't you just like use like a kind of neutral, natural looking kind of like highlighter illuminizer kind of thing? So I only own one highlighter, so there's like no point in me talking about like highlighters or anything on this channel, because I only own one and it's from Milani as well. But when it comes to cream and liquid products, these are the little ones I've picked out and I've been using for the past year and have very much super duper fallen in love with, and I'm really excited to share with you. So we're gonna get right on into it. Okay, so first up are the cream blushes, and these are from Honest Beauty, which is Jessica Alba's makeup line. So I am really excited to share with you the two colors that I picked up. I bought these off of Amazon during the spring this year, and I am really happy with these. These are the only two cream products that I have tried, but I like them because there's two different color shades that I got that I thought went with my everyday looks. And so the first one right here is called Peony Pink. So this is what the packaging looks like. I'm sorry that my packaging is all super dirty. I'm very messy when it comes to applying makeup, and then I don't clean anything afterwards because I'm just like, I gotta go places, so. But they do have like little mirrors in these little compacts, which is very nice if you need something up close to when you're applying blush. But I really like this color because this is a peony pink. So hopefully you guys can see. And I will swatch. They are very nice and creamy. And with both applying cream products and my liquid products, I just use the same beauty blender that I had used for when applying all my foundation all over my face and concealing everything. And then I just take my beauty sponge, I damp it in here. That's why it looks very messy because that's what I do. But it's this pink, it's like a very kind of like peachy-esque pink undertone, and I have worn this so much, so I have gotten tons of use out of these cream blushes. So this is Peony Pink, like I said, and I like it because it does have like this pinky-esque peachy undertone to it, and it's just really nice. It does give a really nice flush to the cheeks, a nice little peachy-esque pink flush to the cheeks. I really like it. And these cream products, they blend really nicely. They're very nice and pliable. They do give such a nice flush. I've worn them so much. So if you see a lot of my spring videos that I posted, then you would see that I was either wearing one of these two colors, and I also have it in rose pink, which rose pink is more of a muted kind of color, and it's more like on that neutral beigey kind of pink tone. So here's what it looks like. Sorry, we're not getting good lighting over here today. But it's more of like a beigey pink. Maybe something close, a little bit darker than I guess maybe what I'm wearing. But these are so creamy. I really do like them. They're so nice on the skin. And if you are, you know, I think cream and the liquid blush are both very easy to blend out. Plus, I do seal them all in with my setting powder anyway, so that they're kind of like mattified. Because I do use like a matte finishing powder all over the skin. So if that also is something that might help you in your liquid or cream blush application, then maybe so. Because I really do like these. They are very pretty. Okay, so next up is from Flower Beauty, and I only have one of their little one of their little blush bombs, but this is the famous blush bomb from them. This is in Pinched, and of course I got this. I got this while I was in South Carolina. So if you remember when I went to South Carolina, I did go to Ulta and I did go shopping, and I was determined to get this flower bomb blush because I don't go to Ulta very often. It's a very rare occasion when I do go to an Ulta because there's not one super close by. So, or I just order online. But I know Pinched is always getting sold out. And the flower bombs I think are pretty popular from Flower Beauty. I think a lot of them go in and out of stock a lot. And it's hard to get them at the time that they are there and that you can get them. So I really do like the blush balm, as you can tell. Because at the time, when I was looking into liquid blushes, I wanted a neutral base one. So this is a really nice blush. And I'm really happy about it. I like having Pinched in my collection. I do want to try maybe some of the other flower balms maybe in the future. But I already have like all the colors I need. So this one's very kind of more on a very neutral tone base. As you can see, that's what it looks like. So that's what this right here is what Pinched looks like. This one does look more of like that a peachy nude of some sort. But it is a really beautiful flush. I've used it a ton, especially I think mostly throughout the summer. I think I used this mostly out through the summer a lot because I was wearing a lot of just like neutral base stuff, or I was just like wearing these rompers. Like you've probably seen them in my videos, but they were like kind of like these peachy, kind of nude-esque looking clothes. So I did get a lot of use out of it, or especially when I'm wearing a lot of like neutral peachy-esque looking clothes. So this has gotten lots of love and I'm very happy about it, so it's all good. Now, the last three blushes I have are from Milani. I was so excited when these came out this year because I was like, yes, I finally am going to get into my affordable, because I like buying affordability. I like drugstore makeup. I'm not super into a lot of high-end things, which I do have some high-end stuff, but the majority of what I do like is I just like drugstore. I like affordability, you know. You can still find nice quality stuff at the drugstore, especially when it comes to makeup. And I really love these Milani blushes. I've been using them a ton. And I've used them all. And so the one that I'm actually wearing today is actually, well, let me just say what they are first. They're the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush. So these came out this year, so I was really excited about it. So I did get these during the spring. They were part of my birthday gift, and I got them from Ulta. They were purchased at Ulta. If anybody was wondering where you can purchase these, they are on the Ulta website and they are on Milani's website as well. So this is in Nude Flush. So here's what the packaging of these look like. They're so cool. They're like a gradient fading effect. I love these so much. And so this is what I'm wearing today. So let me show you on my cheeks. Okay, hopefully this lighting works right here because the sun is acting very strange. But you can see. It is really, really cool. So, This is the blush I'm wearing today, Nude Flush. Alright, there's Nude Flush. It looks a little bit darker like that, but once you start taking like a sponge and you start like blending it out, it does diffuse out, which is the great thing about these blushes. So they're not going to look super stark pigmented like that, but the great thing about it is once you put these liquid blushes and you use like a beauty sponge or something of the sorts, and you just start blending it out, it does diffuse out, which is the look I was looking for, because I wanted something light and flushed looking and just like very kind of like almost airy, like just very natural. And these help out a lot. So I really love using these. So Nude Flush is great for my neutral-esque wear type of days, like today. I'm kind of wearing almost like this beigey pink blouse. I probably could have gone for maybe the Honest Beauty rose pink cream blush, but I was more in a little nude flush, a nude looking color, because a lot of the colors I am wearing in here do have like nude tone bases, so I'm kind of wearing like a beigey pink nude. So the next color that I do have this in, I have this in Flirt, Pink Flirt. So here's what it looks like. This does look a little bit more brighter, trust me. I know it looks a little bit scary that this is a little bit bright. So they do have these cute little... Usually when I use these blushes, I do maybe I go in 2 times with these. But it does diffuse, these do diffuse out, and so they're not going to be super stark or bright in your face. They're not going to look clown-like or anything on you. So it does diffuse out really nicely and just looks super airy, kind of like on the face that I think it does. So I have that Pink Flirt one, so that's more of like a brighter one. So if you're definitely were looking for maybe like that summertime pink, like maybe almost a bright pinky flush, maybe to the cheeks, I think this is a perfect little go-to. I have used it a couple of times for when I'm wearing more kind of maybe like brighter pinks in my collection. And then lastly, I have Rose Romance. And this is really nice. So I do have a good collection of like different choices. In my collection, which is really nice. So here's what this one looks like. This I applied too much on my hand, but okay. So Rose Romance is more on that kind of almost rose, kind of rusty rose, almost burgundy-esque maybe. But they all just, if you don't need to apply that much onto there, but once you take the beauty blender and you tap it in there, and you just tap and blend out, these diffuse out so nicely and just so nice that they do really give you that nice flush to the cheeks, which is really super good to have, and so much better than like powder blush, because powder blush you can end up having a very heavy hand very fast, and then there's no like going back or probably like saving it. But with these, I found so much ease in my application. My blush doesn't look scary anymore, which is nice, because my mom has not complained about my blush looking horrendous, which is a good thing. And I really do know from looking back at my videos or other things of when I was wearing like powder blush and stuff, it looked really bad. It looked so bad. But with these, so much ease, so much calmness, it just like works so nicely on the skin and and my cheeks look better. But I have been using kind of like exfoliating little pads and stuff, which I need to find an alternative to that to help like my cheeks not like be like super like rough or anything on the edges, because I do feel like they do have a little bit of texture there, so that's why the powder also looked horrible. But I have been trying to work on the texturing using like exfoliating pads. So I used like the First Aid, First Aid Beauty ones. Those are no longer cruelty free, so I was upset about that, but I did finish those. And the ones I'm currently using are from Elemis, but you know, those pads are kind of very wasteful. They're not really, you know, eco-friendly. So I did hear from Kelly Gooch, because I was watching one of her videos, and she said that the Pixie Glow Tonic, there is two versions. They do have exfoliating pads, and then they also have it in a big bottle, their Glow Tonic. And so I can get that and some reusable pads so that I can still, you know, be able to fix my cheek situation or just put it all over my face if I really wanted to, because I do use the pads all over my face just to get any texturing if there's out there. But my skin's been looking a lot better. Plus it also helps to, you know, stick with your skincare routine, I think, as well. And just try to find products that will work for your cheeks if you have a very big texture skin problem on the cheeks. That also helps out. But I'm very happy with my nice minimal size makeup collection, because I've been really much into having like a very kind of decent sized makeup collection. I used to have a very big one, almost. Not as big as other people, but you know, I did realize a lot within the last year that, you know, I didn't need all these options. And plus, you know, once your wardrobe, you change like your whole like wardrobe style and things like that, I think makeup really does fall into place in that same thing, as well as to, you don't need all these colors. So if your makeup and fashion can go hand in hand, then all power to you. And I'm just very happy with this selection of blushes that I do own. I don't think I need any more, but there are just maybe a couple of shades maybe that I would like to try, maybe kind of more in like the reddish, or more maybe kind of like burgundy-esque maybe tones, just to have for like maybe as like a winter option, just to have that kind of kiss bitten, or you know, kind of like coming back in from like the cold cheek look. I think that would be kind of cute. So yeah, I'm very happy with my blush collection. I hope you liked it as well and you got some recommendations. I hope my little reviews on these blushes were helpful enough to you as to how I like to use them and why I like the colors and why I do pick these and things like that. But I'm very happy. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated and helps me out a lot. And until next time, I'm sending you all lots of love and have a beautiful and magical day. Bye.